Hello everyone and welcome to another movie review video. It's that time of the year. Christmas is just a few days away. Woohoo! I am so happy about this information. We're looking at The Killing Tree, which came out in 2022 and is directed by the man who brought us Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1 and 2, so you know we are in for a treat. Holiday-themed horror movies can be all over the place, and The Killing Tree is no exception. It has some not great visual effects. It has some pretty interesting dialogue.
Got you trapped now! I've got you, but I'm gonna have you!
The characters are fine, you know, not all filled in, but at least they're not annoying, so I'm thankful for that. But of course, the main attraction, a walking, talking killer Christmas tree, and yep, this movie isn't great, but it is a fun time, and other than the ending, I really don't have any major complaints about it. The ending is really the only thing that made me shake my head in frustration, but I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I know what you all came here for, so let's take a closer look at The Killing Tree. We start off at a castle or a mansion or some big fancy stone house, and it looks kind of cool. A woman named Morgan is talking to a deceased partner in crime, her husband Clayton. She cannot rest until their work is complete. There's a few pictures on her mantle, but she looks at one picture of a girl who apparently is the one that got her husband killed. But he will not be dead for long. Tonight, she's gonna bring him back. She lights some candles and is going to perform some sort of ritual on a Christmas tree. She scatters her husband's ashes on the tree and starts chanting in a different language. However, it seems that the spell did not work. Oh wait, it did work! Clayton is brought back to life as a Christmas tree, but apparently that wasn't supposed to happen. The spell just stopped halfway through. He takes a look at himself in the mirror and understandably says,
What the fuck?
Morgan tries to apologize, but Clayton accidentally slices her throat out of anger. Safe to say he's not used to this new body, and he's so prickly that Morgan doesn't even want him to touch her. He looks at the picture of the girl and says she'll pay for what she has done. He breaks through a window and uses his branches to scurry away from the house. Here's where we meet the girl in the picture, Faith. She's sitting on her bed looking at a picture of her dead parents. We get a flashback to last Christmas. Clayton and Morgan prepare to kill a family because, they have money and are greedy. Yeah, sure, alright. They sneak inside the house and Clayton stabs someone repeatedly. We cut back to Faith and her friend Cindy. She still thinks about what happened to her parents last year. Cindy tells her that when she finally moves out of her parents' house, she won't think about it as much anymore. But now, it's party time. Woohoo! Clayton the Christmas tree is holding a map, but he's lost. We flash back to last Christmas again. Morgan and Clayton are pissed that no one celebrates the true meaning of Christmas. So because of this, they plan on killing 12 families in the span of one night. We're back to Clayton's tree now, and a drunk dude picks a fight with him. It doesn't go so well for Bruv because Clayton impales him with his crazy-ass branches. Wait, another flashback? We just had one like 20 seconds ago. It's just Morgan and Clayton again, about to start their murder spree. Back at Faith's house, she says goodbye to some family friends, and now the real party can begin. We see two girls that are drinking and having some relationship problems, and, well, that's pretty much it. Okay then. Back at the party, Cindy is trying to loosen up Faith by pouring her a giant drink. There's a couple of party goers talking about her parents' murder, and oh my god, we have another cut to last Christmas. Faith found her dad dead by the front door, and then Morgan and Clayton started to chase her. Alex thinks she's pretty cool for getting Clayton caught, but Maria isn't really a fan. She doesn't want to talk to Faith because she's always such a bummer. I know, right? Like, God, your parents are dead, we get it. So she decides to take Alex outside to the pool. Clayton is still wandering around outside, and a car pulls up to him. It's the family friends that left the party earlier. Gilbert goes out to see what's up with this random-ass Christmas tree and gets killed by the tentacle-like branches. While his wife tries to escape, Clayton uses Christmas lights to strangle her. He hops in their car and drives away. At the party, Louisa talks about her girlfriend Tina getting upset over the argument they had earlier. For a moment, I thought those two were just random characters at a different house, but they've been at the party the whole time. Louisa thinks that Tina is hiding something, and Cindy and Becky are the ones that told her to be suspicious of her to begin with. In order to cheer Faith up, her friend Becky puts on a wacky-ass Christmas outfit and takes a walk with her outside. She tells her how strong she is for dealing with reporters and selling the house, and says that she'll miss her. Alex and Maria are out by the pool, and she says that Faith is milking her parents' death for attention. Jeez. They start smooching, and hey, that wasn't there earlier. Some Christmas lights are creeping around and wrap around Maria's leg. Alex tries to run away but slips on some ornaments. Embarrassing. The killer Christmas tree plays with him while he's in the pool, and then he freaking rips Alex in half. Maria is able to get out of the pool and runs inside a little shack. But when Alex died, there was another body floating in the pool, so like, was that supposed to be her? Or Clayton's branches break through the glass and stab her to death.
Yes! Are you ready?
Now back to Becky and Faith. Becky has taken her to a tennis court. She blindfolds her and says for each ball that she hits, she'll give her a clue for a surprise that she has. Okay, I guess. Faith misses ball 1, but she hits the second one. Alright, Becky, what's clue number 1? Being ripped apart by a giant evil Christmas tree. I think I'm gonna need another clue. Faith runs back towards the house with the branches right behind her. She makes it back to the house and tells Cindy that Clay is back and is controlling some sort of Christmas tree. The news of a murderer coming back from the dead and turning into a Christmas tree is sort of a buzzkill, so people start to leave the party. But when they all get outside, they're greeted by the giant Christmas tree. It's giving the fib from outer space. All of the guests get killed and one dude is able to get inside his car, but it doesn't matter. We're now down to Faith, Cindy, Louisa, and Tina, who's apparently been in the bathroom the entire time. The lights go out and Faith says that they need to hide. Tina leaves and Louisa wants to stop it. I'm sure both ladies will be successful. Tina is able to make it outside, but pretty much instantly gets decapitated. Her head lands in a bird bath, which was pretty sick. You can't say Clayton doesn't have style. Louisa is about to head upstairs, but finds a gun. Oh shit, things are about to get interesting. Cindy and Faith are upstairs. They hear some glass breaking, so Cindy hides Faith under the bed. Back downstairs, Louisa is able to shoot the tree, but it goes right through him, so he hangs her with Christmas lights. I want to say it was worth the shot, Louisa, but technically, it wasn't. He continues to walk through the house and spots another Christmas tree. He thinks it's Morrigan, but nope. He then spots a piano, and there's no way where Silent Night plays as an evil Christmas tree heads up to kill a woman. Oh, and he's also holding a knife. I think I have officially seen it all now. After staying in the room for all of 30 seconds, he waddles away. Faith and Cindy slowly leave the room, but Clayton pulls Cindy away with Christmas lights and kills her. Faith runs into the woods, but Clayton follows her. He eventually finds her and has her tied up to a tree with green tinsel. He then thinks about raping her, but gets a handful of leaves to the face and he tips over. How come in horror movies when a Christmas decoration comes to life, it always thinks about sexually assaulting someone? Jesus Christ. Speaking of Jesus, all of a sudden, a bright light appears, but it's not Christ. It's an angel Christmas tree, obviously. And also, apparently, it's Faith's parents.
Mom? Dad?
Do not worry, Faith.
Okay. Faith is able to slip out of the tinsel, and we have ourselves a giant CGI Christmas tree fight. Let's freaking go! Faith's parents, I guess, stab Clayton, and they both go up in flames. Faith kneels down next to the burning pile of sticks, and she thanks them. But then Cindy shows up and says that she's been looking for her. Apparently, Faith has been gone for hours. What the fuck? We're now somewhere in the future, and Faith and her friends laugh about the silly evil Christmas tree fantasy, and she heads off to her new home. She takes one final look at the house and says thank you to her mom and dad. Then there's some glowing red eyes on a tree, but who fucking cares, because none of it was real, apparently. And there you have it. That is the killing tree. And you know what? It was silly, goofy fun, but then they throw that ending at us. We're like, oh, by the way, it was all just in your head or whatever, you know, grief and trauma and yeah. And usually endings like that would really, really piss me off, and it kind of did, but you know what? It's a movie about a killer Christmas tree. Nothing could upset me that much in this, and it was overall a somewhat good time. The dialogue in this movie is definitely a choice, especially everything that comes out of the Christmas tree's mouth. Clayton is just spewing the same repetitive nonsense the whole damn movie, and half of his line delivery is just like, I don't even know what to say.
You thought you'd get away, but you can't get away. I've tied you up now. You will try, you will struggle, but you can't. No.
This movie is very, very odd, but it knows it's very, very odd. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but like serious enough to where it's still funny. The CGI Christmas tree, you know, it is what it is, but I wish the kills were a bit more inventive. Like, the decapitation was cool, the one guy being ripped apart was cool, but then they redid that like 2 minutes later, and everybody else just kind of got stabbed. But, you know, if it had a little bit more spice, a little bit more flavor to it, I think it would have made this a whole lot better. Also, like I said, the ending, ugh. The characters weren't insufferable or anything like that. The Christmas tree, for the most part, was kind of funny, and it's not like I'm ever gonna go back and rewatch this thing. It was just like a one and done, haha, killer Christmas tree. Alright, see you next year, wacky Christmas movies. That whole deal. That's basically what it was, and I'm fine with that. If you have seen The Killing Tree, let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Did you like it? Did you not like it whatsoever? If you haven't seen it, but this video made you want to go check it out, come back and let me know if it was worth the watch. It probably was. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But this is my last movie review for the year. Next weekend, right before the start of the new year, I'm going to be dropping my top 10 movies of 2024. So I hope you're ready for that. Hope you enjoy your holiday season, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.